Good evening, everybody. My name is Christian Paranoble. I've been with the FLY program for about 5 years now. And within the 5 years that I've been with the FLY program, I've accomplished a few things. I graduated Unitech College with a 4.0 GPA. I'm a nationally certified medical assistant. I'm currently working at Kaiser Permanente in the oncology hematology department. And at the moment, I am in Mission College. I'm getting my prerequisites, getting ready to become a nurse. But I didn't always have my life figured out so well. Growing up, I witnessed a lot of fighting, drinking, and drug abuse. I would see my dad in and out of jail. And as a little kid, I honestly didn't know why. My mom would either tell me that he's on vacation, he's on a business trip. But as I grew up, I realized that all he was doing, he was locked up in jail, doing things that he wasn't supposed to do. And seeing my dad drunk when I was about 8 years old, there was this one specific moment that I can never take out of my heart and out of my head. It was when I was 8 years old and my dad was high off drugs, super drunk. It was just me, my mom, and my sister. I remember that he grabbed my mom and put a knife against her throat as me and my sister were watching my mom hold my dad. And he told her that if you divorce me, I will kill this entire family. And I was just holding my sister crying. And when my dad finally let her go, we ran. We ran upstairs, we locked the door, and he chased after us. He started hitting and pounding the door, saying, open the door before I kill you all. My mom was calling the cops. By the time cops arrived, he was nowhere to be found. He eventually got deported for too many arrests. And by that time, when I got to middle school, I was confused. I didn't know how to be a man. I didn't have a father figure. I didn't have that hope that, you know what, everything's gonna be okay. I soon realized that I was shadowing every single thing that he was doing. He would punch the wall, I did the same thing. He hit my mom, he did all of that. He argued with everybody in the family, and I copied every single thing he did. And in high school, it got even worse. I started doing drugs, getting into fights, got involved with gangs, and I've been arrested for so many things. Attempted robbery, stealing cars, resisting arrest, prowling. I can go on with what I've done. And I'm not proud of what I've done, but it created me to be this person I am today and standing in front of all of you. When I got arrested for everything, my mom picked me up from juvenile hall. She brought me home. She put me in the room and talked to me and said, what did I do wrong as a mother to deserve this? What did I do? I looked at her in the eyes and said, you did nothing wrong. This was all me. I brought this upon myself. And as I continued to make bad decisions, I landed on probation. And let me tell you, they give you a lot of programs. I didn't have a life. And if it wasn't for FLY, I wouldn't be speaking in front of all of you. I wouldn't be at Kaiser. I wouldn't have graduated with a 4.0 as a valedictorian at Unitech College. And when I got jumped, FLY was always there for me. The friends that I thought were there for me, that told me if I put in work, if I do whatever they say, they're gonna give me respect. They weren't there for me when I got jumped. FLY was there for me. And when I had no more hope and it felt like I was in a black hole trying to crawl myself out of, my friends weren't there. The people that I thought that were there for me weren't there. FLY was there for me. And when one of my close friends committed suicide, all my friends turned their back on me. They weren't there for me. When I was at the funeral, I was basically at the corner by myself crying. But the person that had my back was Fly. And Fly didn't judge me on my past. They accepted me for where I was at, and I never had anybody strive me to push for the best. In the law program, I learned a lot about the law, of my consequences, what's gonna happen if I try to rob a house, if I interact with cops, how to not escalate the situation. Basically taught me how, they showed me like how a guideline type of thing of what is right. It's basically like putting a seed in my mind of showing me the good instead of the bad. And after I did all of the law program and got into the leadership basically is where my whole perspective started to change. And I started doing a lot better in school. I did extra credit. Whenever I needed someone to talk to, all I would have to do was call my case manager, Jeff, from the Fly program. Say, hey, Jeff, I need someone to help me write my resume, help me get a job, help me do this, help me do that. Yeah, Christian, of course, I can squeeze you in my schedule anytime. Their Fly is so annoying that they will keep calling you until you pick up. They will go to your house, knock on your door, and they will drag you out of bed to bring you to the program. It was required by probation, and thank God it was, honestly. Fly had the open hands and open hearts I never had before. They really, really pushed me. And so I'm standing in front of you today, excited of where I am and where I've been. And even though it was a rocky road to get here, I did it. And I'm only 20 years old. And I'm proud to say that I bought my sister her first car. I'm going to transfer to San Jose State University to become a registered nurse. And I'm going to support my sister and my mom through life. I'm going to support my sister to get through college. And honestly, becoming a nurse is just my way of giving back to the community. And the best thing about everything is my mom now trusts me. She's proud of everything that I've done. And she's a hardworking person. She taught me to never give up. And all of that fills my heart. And on top of everything that's happened, of what my dad did, I forgive him. Because I can't live with all that hatred inside my heart anymore. I forgive him for making my mom work 2 jobs to support 2 kids. And I'd like to thank you all just letting me be here and talk in front of all of you. Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.